Hi, welcome once again to our channel. Don't forget, I'm your guy, the Orange Doctor Farm. Have you ever considered the fact that it's possible that antibiotics may be killing you without you knowing it? I'm pretty sure that you'll be asking why. Have you ever probably gone to the hospital and the doctor requests for an investigation that involves doing a culture and sensitivity test? And at the end of the day, when the result comes out, you are seeing written beside each antibiotics either an R meaning resistance or an S meaning sensitivity written beside it. I'm sure that you must have seen that before. I will tell you what that means before the end of this video. But before then, let me show you the result of a patient I came across recently. All right, from these results, what you can see is an obvious consequences of someone that has abused a lot of antibiotics. What then is antibiotics abuse? Antibiotics abuse is when one takes antibiotics unnecessarily or inappropriately. Note the word unnecessarily or inappropriately. And in some cases, it can also be referred to as antibiotics misuse or antibiotics overuse. Let's then talk about how or the ways that one may be abusing antibiotics. First of all, antibiotics can be said to be abused when you take antibiotics without the doctor's prescription. Also, when you take antibiotics, not the way it was prescribed. Maybe you are asked to take it for like 5 days or 7 days or for like 2 weeks, and you ended up taking it for like only for 3 days, probably because you feel you are getting better or you're already better. Or you are asked to take it for like twice a day, thrice a day, and you ended up taking it for like only once a day. Obviously, you are abusing that antibiotics. Also, you can also abuse antibiotics when you take it with or without what you are asked to take it with. For example, you are asked to take antibiotics without food, you ended up taking it with food, or you are asked to take antibiotics without a particular kind of food like milk, and you end up taking it with milk. You are obviously abusing that antibiotics. And in some cases, some persons end up taking antibiotics whenever they have cough and catarrh. The next thing they do is to go buy antibiotics to take. Or when they have fever or headache, the first port of call is for them to go to buy antibiotics. And finally, we've seen cases of individuals that take antibiotics immediately after sex as a means to prevent getting pregnant. What then are the dangers of antibiotics abuse? First of all, antibiotics abuse can lead to antibiotics resistance. That means that antibiotics can no longer work when it is needed, and it can result to quite a lot of negative consequences like more severe illness. Then secondly, it can also lead to a longer recovery period because you would need to now give the antibiotics for a longer period of time before that person gets better from that particular infection. It can also lead to higher cost of treatment because you have to now get a different antibiotics that most times are usually costlier than the antibiotics that would have been used to treat that particular infection. Then finally, it can lead to death, and this is what everybody would not pray for, dying as a result of abusing antibiotics, as a result of the fact that all the antibiotics that would have been used to treat that particular person is no longer working. And from the picture I showed you earlier on, your guess is as good as mine as to what must have happened to these particular patients. Finally, let's talk about how to prevent antibiotics abuse. First of all, do not take antibiotics unless it is prescribed by a doctor. It's very, very important that before you take antibiotics, it should be under your doctor's prescription. Then secondly, when it is prescribed, ensure that you take it the way it is prescribed. If you are asked to take it for 5 days, for 1 week, for 2 weeks, make sure you take it for that period of time. Then also take it as frequent as you are asked to take it. If you are asked to take it for like once a day, twice a day, thrice a day, depending on the antibiotics, make sure you adhere to that instruction. Also, do not take antibiotics whenever you have cough and catarrh. Most causes of cough and catarrh are viral in nature, and antibiotics are not used to treat viral infection. In addition, don't take antibiotics whenever you have headache and fever. Antibiotics is not always the treatment for headache, and fever. Then finally, antibiotics is not a means of contraception. Don't take antibiotics after sex. It will not prevent you from getting pregnant. Antibiotics is not a form of contraception. I'm sure from this video you agree with me that it's possible that antibiotics may be killing you without you knowing it. Please say no to antibiotics abuse. Don't take antibiotics inappropriately. Make sure you don't abuse antibiotics. Thank you very much. See you next time. Don't forget, I'm your guy, your usual Dr. Farm. Do well to like, subscribe, comment, share this video to everybody around you, and turn on your notification button as we'll have quite a lot of upcoming wonderful content for you. Thank you so much.